Nothing I enjoy more than being surprised at the cinema. This is called Anthropoid, and I had no idea what to expect with a title like that. It sure sounds like some kind of sci-fi horror movie or something like that, but it's actually the name of an actual mission that took place in World War II, sort of at the early stages of World War II in 1941. A couple of Czech agents have to parachute into Prague and go behind enemy lines and assassinate Reinhard Heydrich, who was one of Hitler's top lieutenants in the Nazis. And Prague has been overrun by Germans. They're everywhere. The city is kind of under crackdown. Thousands of citizens of the city have been slaughtered, and everybody hates the Nazis, but they're definitely scared. They don't know what to do. And this group of parachutists, we mainly concentrate on James Dornan and Cillian Murphy's two characters, but there are other ones as well. But they basically have to infiltrate Prague city life in '41, blend in with the rest of the citizenship, and find a way to get close to Heydrich and take him out.
Your lipstick gets you noticed, and that gets us noticed, and us being noticed gets us all shot.
It's a very, very well-crafted movie. This is the thing that really sucked me into this thing. This is going to be one of those films where you see at any time in your life, and it's going to be very hard to place when exactly this was made, and that's an incredibly difficult thing to say about a movie that's made in 2016, where all kinds of awesome movie-making technology is at our disposal, and it's very easy to overproduce things, desaturate colors or make things just look super glossy. And this movie does not look that. It looks very grainy, very film-like. The period production values are out of this world. You really feel like you jump into that era, and everybody's costuming and accents, and you just feel like you have been 100% transported to this horrible time in human history. And it's a really scary film, particularly because it's juxtaposed against the beauty of Prague, which is so unbelievably well photographed in this movie. And so much of Prague, if you've never been to the city, I've been lucky enough to actually travel there, it's just gorgeous. So you see this unbelievable architecture and all of this ornate sort of work, and down every alley and street and windowsill, and it's all lushly and beautifully photographed in this movie. The performances are solid. You're not going to really notice or know, I think, too many of the actors in this movie. I think James Dornan has got some profile because of the sex movie that he just did, and we've seen Cillian Murphy in so many great movies over the years. Toby Jones is another character or actor that you might recognize in this flick as well. But I was really on the edge of my seat for this film. I cared about all of the characters. All kinds of bad stuff goes down, as you would suspect in a war drama like this. It's definitely a suspenseful war drama. A lot of people are killed in some very horrible ways. But there is also a little bit of hope and some valor and some heroicism and it's just a great story. And I applaud the filmmakers and the production companies behind getting this thing done. I think it's an important story. I think so often we really just get the American propaganda kind of stories of how everything went down in World War II. And of course, this was a global conflict that affected so many cities and so many different types of people in so many different ways. And it's always interesting to see how things went down from a totally different perspective, and especially when we have kind of scary days ourselves in this world today, and we see how quickly violence can erupt in so many different ways and shatter our illusion of peace and and everybody getting along, and suddenly there's bullets flying everywhere in reality. So it's crazy to see that people lived with that in a much bigger way back in the 40s.
They kill Heydrich, and Hitler will tear Prague apart.
This is really elegant, really fantastic filmmaking, terrific work by everybody involved, and it's an important story that I think you should go check out. It was interesting too, as I saw this movie right before I went to visit Relic to talk about their new game, Dawn of War 3, and of course this is the company that also brings out Company of Heroes, and they do a pretty good job at establishing authenticity in that game series. And I couldn't help but think the Company of Heroes team needs to go and check out Anthropoid, and maybe there could be a future, I don't know, expansion or some kind of game design that gives us missions like this. Awesome movie. Go check out Anthropoid. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Hey, thanks for checking out that video on our EPN channel. It's just one small part of the things that we make around here. So if you liked it, don't forget to check out some of our other vids and hit that subscribe button.